friends! Today we're making bubble letters. You'll need a paper, pencil, marker, and something to color with. Let's get started. Remember to start with pencil so you can erase if you make a mistake. When I create bubble letters, I start by outlining the letters. So I'm going to write the word bubble. I like to use all capital letters, so I start with B, U, B, B, L, E. Bubble. I used a pencil and I drew those lines pretty softly so that I'll be able to erase them later. The next step is to outline each of my letters. So I'm going to trace around the outside of my letter, leaving a little bit of space. If my letter has spaces inside of it, like this B, I'm also going to trace inside of each of those spaces. If my letters are really close together, it's okay to trace or outline until I hit a line and stop and start again behind. So let me start at the top of my L. I'm outlining, going down. I stop when I get to the B, start again on the other side of the B, and finish outlining. That's going to make it look like my letters overlap. All right, now I have the word bubble. My next step is going to be to erase the lines inside of my bubble letters. Those first lines I drew when I wrote out my word. Since I drew my lines pretty light, they should be able to erase fairly easy. And if it doesn't quite work, I'll hide them later with colors. There's the first letter. Now I'm going to use a marker and make my lines nice and dark. The great thing about bubble letters is all of the space inside of each letter that I can use to add color. This is already bubble letters because those letters hold space and they're nice and round. But I could add extra details if I want. If I want to add bubbles in the background or any other pictures, I could draw those in. Maybe my bubbles will be looking a little sudsy all around my letter B and on the other side of the word. I'm just drawing these with curved lines and circles all around the edges. I could also make bubbles, my bubbles in the background or my letters look shiny by adding little highlights that kind of look like a smiling face. So I'm going to follow this corner with a curve, follow it again, and now my B looks a little bit shiny. But you can see if I turn it the other way, it's like a smile. So I'm going to do a shiny spot like this on each upper corner of my letters. The last step is to color. So when I color in my letters, I'm going to make sure not to color inside of those highlight spaces. also going to put some highlights like this on some of my actual bubbles in the background before I color them. Look at all of these bubbles! If you can write these letters as bubble letters, then you can write any letters. Just remember, trace the outside of the letter, and some letters have inside spaces that need traced too. I hope you have fun with this activity and writing all kinds of words in bubble letters.
Bubble.